Hi everyone, my name is Julianne and welcome back to my channel. I hope your day is going great so far. Today's video is going to be my favorite brushes. So I've been getting more and more into brushes and I don't see too many videos on YouTube just about brushes. Sometimes people do put like on the bottom, they'll label what brush they're using. I like to try to say it, but if I don't, this video will pretty much have all the brushes that I like ever use. So it's not too many brushes, so I'm gonna combine face and eyes together. But if you'd like to see my favorite brushes or the ones I use on a daily basis, just keep watching. Okay, to start, because it doesn't fit in my bucket of brushes, this Real Techniques brush, it's the blush brush. This is the one that I use for blush. It just really fits like nicely right on my cheekbone and it disperses the product really well. I just feel like overall it's a really good brush and it was pretty cheap, so I would recommend getting this one. Next, since it is right on top, this Morphe R31. This I use for highlight. I really like how this applies highlights. It gets it right on top of my cheeks and I would recommend this one. It was probably like, I mean, it's under $10. It's the rose gold one from Morphe, which I'm obsessed with, but would recommend this one. Keeping with a face brush, I use this one for bronzer. This is the Morphe R2. It's really fat, but kind of like slim this way. So I use this brush for bronzer. I used to use it to put face powder on, but now I just have it on for bronzer. But yeah, I really like this one. This was probably more expensive. This might have been like $15, but it is worth it. These rose gold ones do not shed. Like this one, you can tell that it's getting a little wonky because I think I just washed it, but this one, like the synthetic ones, are so good. Like seriously, I don't know. I don't have like a Morphe code or anything. I'm not that big of a YouTuber. And a lot of these brushes are going to be Morphe, but I just think that they're great quality, and who cares if they shed or they break? They're cheap. That's what you're paying for, what you get, and I've never had one really shed or break. The two of the newer ones that I got that I won't mention in here because I don't really use them that often right now, but those I could see shedding, but all the other ones have never shed on me. So I guess it's hit or miss, but I 100% recommend them. I look at Morphe as a brand that definitely is going places, and I just saw that they're going to be in Ulta, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, moving on. For foundation, I use this one, which is also Morphe R6 foundation. This one has to be washed, but it's just a flat buffer brush. It doesn't leave lines on my face. It gets the foundation in really well. I think when it's a little dirty like this, it will start to leave the lines, but besides that, it's usually really great. I have this one from It Cosmetics. This one is the Airbrush Blurring Foundation 101. I do not like this one as much as I like this one. So this one was definitely cheaper, and I would definitely recommend this one over this one. This is one I've been using. This is the Moda Pro Pointed Blush Brush, but I have been using this to dust off the powder from under my eyes and on my face when I put it on with usually a beauty blender. Or the other day I didn't go get up and wet my beauty blender for some reason, so I was putting on my powder with this one, and it worked nice for that as well, but for now I just mostly use it to brush away powder, which you can really use any brush for, but that is the one that I gravitate to. This is one of the newest ones in my collection. This is the Morphe M406. It is a stippling brush. I am obsessed with it. If you're looking for one, get this one. It was only like $8. Next, for moving to eyes, I have some of like the same kind of brushes. I'll start with these ones. These are all like flat paddle-y ones. Can you see that they're pretty much all the same? So this is a Morphe R39. I really like this one. It's a great crease and like packing on the corner brush. This is the MAC 217. It's pretty much the same, and this is the Sigma E25. They are literally all the same brushes. These two, this one, the Sigma one, looks like it's holding up more than the other ones, but I don't think I've cleaned this one yet, so that could be why. But they are all similar. I feel like I could never have enough of these. I love these ones. I reach for one of these every time I'm doing my eyes, so I would definitely recommend getting at least one of those. The Morphe R40, this is like my favorite brush to get my transition color in with. It's just the perfect size, perfectly fluffy, gets right in the line. Like, I don't know, this is like, if I had to recommend one brush, it would be this one or one of the flat paddly ones, but this should be in your collection. It's like the perfect blending brush. I have some like blending brushes, I guess, that are different than that one. This one I always use first to put in my transition and maybe my crease. And then I go in with the flatter paddle one to like pack on the outer corner. And then to blend that out, I'm using one of these four. So I have the Glamour Dolls one. This is a newer one that I've been using from one of my boxes. The Colourpop one, I don't remember what number this was, but the like shader brush that they have. This Moda Pro one, and it works just as good as the other ones. They're all pretty much the same. This is the Crease brush, and then this is a Sephora Pro Blending 27 brush. So they're all pretty much the same, except this one. This one's like a little more, it like wants to be one of those flat ones. It's like a transition one between this and the flat ones, but I love this one for blending. So this is usually the one I gravitate to, but these ones are also really great. Then I have this one. I don't know what this is called. I think it's an Ulta brush. It is very small. This is my favorite inner corner highlight brush. If I can find it online, I will try to put it in the description, but it's just perfect for inner corner and then under the brow. This is the only one I use. For my lid shade, I only use these two brushes. This is a Urban Decay shadow brush. It probably came with the Naked palette or something. And then this is the Morphe R42 shader brush. It's just so perfectly dense. They're both really nice. They're both pretty much the same, but whichever one I see first in my little container I'll use. They both do the same job. And then this guy is my favorite for like shading underneath my eye. This is the only one that I'll use. If I can't find this, I'll use like a pencil brush to kind of like blend it out, but this is my go-to. It's just perfect. Like, the bristles are cut perfectly short. It just fits the perfect amount of color. It's the Morphe R43, if I didn't say that. And then as a pencil brush, I only really have these two that I would recommend. This is the Morphe R41 pencil brush. It's great for adding like darker colors in the crease. And then this is like an Eco Tools one. It's just, they're pretty much the same. This one's a little shorter. I don't know. I don't use them too often or reach for them too often, but if you need a pencil brush, the rose gold one, I would always recommend those. They look so beautiful. Like, there's ones in here that I have. Even this is a Sigma one. It has the rose gold similar to the Morphe one. A brush is a brush, and if you're gonna save money by going to Morphe and they sell good quality brushes, I don't see what the big deal is. I know people love to hate on Morphe and say that people only promote them for their codes or whatever, but I don't know. I think that they have great brushes and I would recommend them, and I don't even have a code. I mean, if you want to save money, there's plenty of YouTubers that do have a code, so try to find one of them and save some money. Who cares if they make money at the same time? Those are my favorite brushes. Besides that, I really like the Morphe Sponge, this one, and the L'Oreal Sponge. They are literally the same shape. This one you could just get in the drugstore, but I definitely recommend those over the Beauty Blender. They work just as good and they don't suck up as much product, so that's pretty awesome. But yeah, that is all of my favorite brushes. I will link them all in the description below so you can look them up. Most of them are Morphe, but yeah. If you like this video and you'd like to see some more of my favorite makeup tools or products, please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button below and subscribe. I post new videos every Tuesday and Friday. That's all for this video. I will see you in my next one. Bye!